Fatih. السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين. مدد يا رسول مدد يا سادة أصحاب الشيخ إن شاء الله فرض Sh. محمد الرحمن طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجميع. يستعودون رجال من الجن فزادوهم رهقا. صدق الله العظيم. Cinlerle insanlar arasında biz de aynı şekilde bu sen bu cinlerle insanların arasındaki alaka bazı şeylerde oluyor.
This is about the jinns and the relationships and things that may happen between jinns and humans, because there are things that sometimes happen.
Şimdi insanlar, bu zamanda yaşayan insanlar, bazı tayfa insan var. Birini gördü mü sende cin var, sende büyü var diye adamın kafasını karıştırır.
And this is important to mention and to point out that because there's a group of people these days and they say to a person that you have a jinn, you have a spell on you, and they confuse that person's mind.
O herkes onu göremez, bilemez.
But to say such a thing is not something anyone can say. To be able to see something like this or to know something like this is not something that anyone can do, and people make all these types of claims while it is not something people can just know.
O nadir olur yani.
To be struck by a jinn or to be under its influence is something that is rather a rare occurrence.
Ama tabii insanlara karışıp da içine cin girdi de şey yapan çok nadir bir şeydir.
It is of course possible that a jinn may mix with people and may enter a person, but again, this is something which is very rare.
Ama çarpma olabiliyor.
And it may also happen that one is struck by a jinn.
Çünkü Allah muhafaza etsin, su dökerken, abdest alırken falan geceleyin bir yerde destur demeden suyu atmak, abdest olmak falan o bakımdan olabilir bazen de.
And there are some situations where one should be very careful about in order not to be struck by a jinn. For example, nighttime, or when pouring water, or when breaking one's ablution at nighttime in some remote places, without saying destur, without asking for permission. In such circumstances, it may happen that one may be struck by a jinn.
Ama her gördüğüne sende büyü var, sende cin var diye söylemek insanların kafasını karıştırır.
But no one is authorized to make bold claims just to say to everyone they see, you have a spell, you have a jinn. And no one is allowed to just confuse people's minds, and you cannot just go out and just tell people who have a jinn.
Söyleyen de yani ben Fatih için söylemişse yalan söylemiş olur.
And this is a very careful, very dangerous thing to say, and one must be very careful and refrain from saying such things. And it's even worse if someone says such things for his own interest in order to make a gain or profit, because then you have lied.
Ona da günah olur.
And to lie, it is a sinful act.
Karşısındaki insana da kafasını karıştırdığı için ona da gene Onun da başka günahı olur.
And also for having confused another person's mind is also another sin.
Bu zamanda yaşadığımız zaman cinden daha beter.
And the things we experience in the time we live in are in fact worse than jinns.
Etraftaki insanlar, durum, onlar insanı yoldan çıkarıyor, aile içi huzursuz ediyor.
Just think of the people and the situation around you, the environment. They lead people astray. They cause discord in the family.
Çocuklar ailelerine karşı
Children turn against their families.
Gelmelerine sebep oluyor, şey yapıyor. Onlar cinden değil, büyüden değil, etraftaki şeyden dolayı oluyor.
And these things do not happen because of jinns. These things do not happen because of spells. These things happen because of the people around you and because of the environment and the situation around you.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Yaşadığımız zaman 1000 tane cin var şeyin içinde, o çocukların elinde.
And then in the time we live in, there are these things which children hold in their hands, these devices which in them have thousands of jinns.
Her tarafta olan şey, Allah onlara esas bozan, eden, aklını kaçıran.
It is those devices these days that corrupt people. It is those devices that make people lose their minds.
O şeyden dolayı oluyor ekseriyetle. Bu teknoloji denen şeyden dolayı cinden, şeytandan daha beter.
It is because of that thing called technology that corrupts people and makes people go astray. And that is more evil than the jinn or shaitan.
Kötülük çıkıyor. Ona dikkat etmek lazım.
And that is what we should be careful about.
Allah insana beyin vermiş, akıl vermiş.
Allah Almighty has given humankind a brain to think and has given him intellect.
Onun da kapasitesi var.
Every person has his capacity.
O, her şey idareyle olması lazım. Her şey
And everything has to be managed properly.
usul-i erkanıyla yapması lazım ki selamete ulaşsın.
And everything one does has to be done in accordance with proper procedure, following proper principles and good behavior, so that one is in safety.
Her şey birden baskı yaparsan, şey yaparsan o da tesir eder.
There is a way, there's a way, a proper way to do things. And besides technology, which corrupts people, there are also other factors, such as pressure, putting too much pressure on a person. If you apply pressure on everything at once at a person, that also has a negative effect.
Yani her şeyi büyüye, cine yüklemek kolaydır.
So there are many things and circumstances that influence a person. And it is easy to blame everything on spells. It is easy to blame everything on jinn.
Kendinden kabahatı atmış olursun.
You are not holding yourself responsible for those things which you can influence. Instead, you're blaming spells. Instead, you're blaming the jinn for those things you yourself should be held accountable for.
Ben ne yapıyorum? Hoca okumak tabii.
And instead of taking measures themselves and putting themselves right, then people reach out to hojas, to imams, to recite on them.
Sen hocadan önce sen evde okuyacaksın.
But before you reaching out to the hoja, you should start with yourself, and you should start reciting at home.
Ne lazım, ne gereken şeyleri sadakanı vereceksin.
You should give your sadaqah, your charity, and you should do all those things which you are supposed to do and which are your obligations and duties.
Ayet-el Kürsi'de, İhlaslar onları okuyup
And you should make it your habit to read Ayat al-Kursi, to read Surat al-Ikhlas.
Sen yapabilirsen bu bütün şerlere karşı haset, nazar, cin, büyü falan ne varsa
And those things, those good deeds and good actions and you fulfilling your obligations and duties are a protection for you against all evils. And it is you yourself who can do these things and should do these things. And if you fulfill these things, they will protect you from envy, from evil eye, from jinns, from spells, whatever there is.
İnsan her gün 7 tane ayet-el kürsi okuyup etrafını üflesin.
For example, a person should read Ayat al-Kursi 7 times every day and blow around themselves.
Evden çıkmadan önce 3 ihlas, Falak, Nas okusun.
Or when leaving the house, one should recite 3 Ikhlas, Falak and Surat al-Nas.
Eve girerken onları okusun.
And also when entering the house, one should read them.
Eve girerken selam versin, çıkarken selam versin.
And also one should give a salam when entering the house, and one should give a salam when leaving the house.
Onlar koruma olur.
And those things will protect you.
Evdeki insanlara da hidayete vesile olur. Aile huzuru olur.
And they will not only be a means for you of protection, but those good deeds will also be a means of guidance for the people in your house. They will bring peace in the family, inshallah.
Allah. Bu zaman dediğimiz gibi çok zor bir zamandır.
This time we now live in is a very difficult time.
Allah muhafaza etsin. Yani
May Allah Almighty protect us.
insanlar, çoluk çocuk hepsi
May Allah Almighty protect people, children.
başka olmuş, değişik olmuş.
People have changed their ways.
Adep kalmamış, hürmet kalmamış.
People have lost good behavior, good manners.
Kimse nasihat dinlemez.
No one respects anymore. No one respects anyone any longer. No one listens to good advice.
Nasihat bir gibi kulağından ya ötekisinden çıkar.
If you give people a good advice, those good advices enter from one ear and leave from the other.
Ta ki başına bir şey gelene kadar o gelse bile onun neden olduğunu anlamaz.
And then things happen to people because they did not listen to good advices, and then they do not even understand why those things, events happen.
Bu meseleler ibadetle, dualarla korunur Allah'ın izniyle.
But in order to protect oneself, what one should do is fulfill one's worship. One should make one's prayers and make one's recitations, and those will be a protection for you.
Allah, insanlar onu yapması lazım. Herkesin
And this is something everyone needs to do.
o muhakkak sadakasını bu eve çıkarken, girerken selam verip
And without any doubt, one should give charity, sadaqah, and one should give a salam when entering the house, when leaving the house.
ayetler okuyup çıkması.
And when one enters or leaves the house, one should recite the verses from the Holy Quran.
Ona koruma olur, başka ailesine de koruma olur.
And those will be a protection for yourself and for your family as well.
Allah hepimizi korusun.
May Allah Almighty protect us all.
Çoluk çocuğu korusun.
May Allah Almighty protect the children.
Şeytanın şerrinden muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us from the evil of shaitan.
Amin. Allah tevfik. El-Fatiha.